Hey guys, yeah, I was just cleaning out my desk before my Red Dead Redemption marathon tonight. Since this is my second channel, if you don't know about the basically we're playing Red Dead Redemption from start to finish, starting at 6 p.m. Live on my channel, twitch.tv/gamerscast. And I was looking through, sorting out my old stuff, and lots of nostalgia here. This is where I used to work and do my stuff. Like when I first started YouTube and the Gamerscast stuff, and it's all gone to shit now. So I'm just sorting through all my stuff. Like there was original concepts I had here. Like I had an idea that before every video or every episode, I would take the Halo guy and then all the things he said and like try to cut it so he would say Gamerscast. But obviously it wouldn't work out that way. I was 15-year-old mentality. And lots of crazy stuff like me in the newspaper because I got first place in my event when I was swimming. The original headset that I used to record, obviously it's seen better. I remember paying $60 for it back in the day in a place that's now out of business. But as you can see, it's like hanging by a wire. Funny thing about this is it used these two to plug into the computer, and it came with an adapter, so it would go to USB 2.0, which was amazing back in the day. But I still have that adapter. It's very useful. Another thing I found was this. This was an external DVD player. Or was it a burner? Rewritable. Yeah, it's a burner. And this was all the rage like 10 years ago. Actually, a little early. Yeah, 10 years ago I bought this. Cost me $120 back then because I had no idea how to work with internals of computers back then. So I decided just now to open this up. And I realized I just got ripped the fuck off. I want my $120 back. This was also bought at a different store that is now out of business. It's funny because I build computers now. It's funny because literally this is just an internal drive with an external housing on it. And it cost me twice as much because of that. I mean, right here we have this, which is the USB controller, an IDE. This cable doesn't exist anymore because it's been completely phased out by SATA. Power components go into there. It's literally the most makeshift operation ever, and I got ripped the fuck off. Because all these components in here cost like next to nothing, and they charged me like double for it. So I seriously got ripped the fuck off back in the day, but whatever. I mean, and $120 10 years ago, that's like a lot after inflation. Old fucking zip drive. This was all the rage because the only other kind of disc that I had to work with at the time, those were 100 megabytes. That was huge. Especially for me, it was huge because back in the day, all we really had to work with were these, which were 1.44 megabytes of storage. Even that was crazy back then. This one made me laugh really hard because in 2006, we decided to come up with what our list of the top 10 games of all time are. I'm looking at it now. This is a terrible list. How did I come up with this? Alright, and it's very Nintendo biased, because I was still Nintendo back then. I never even played GTA at that point, so I don't even know why I put it on that. Oh wait, I switched it around, there's arrows. Melee. Call of Duty 2. Oh my god. Of course, Ocarina of Time is pretty much the only one I agree with continuously on this list. But I'm saving that just because that's funny. Oh man, there's actually tons of stuff in here. This is Nostalgia Town right now. Like, look at this. Driver's Ed project from sophomore year in high school. It's 4 or 5 years ago. I found this. I feel kind of bad because it was literally just covered with me writing "Do not touch" on it. And look at me now, touching it. And yeah, and then I found a bunch of drivers for my old Pinnacle, which I ended up giving to Pat. So I might just give that shit to Pat. But it's funny because I looked through this pile. There were concepts for like the original website design here. Of course, it's incredibly impractical now reading it. This was an intro idea I had to intro videos. And of course, because when everyone's 15 and 16, they think intros to videos are so cool and professional. Not when they look like shit. Then you just look like a fucking piece of shit. Look, it's absolutely. I found rankings from the Super Smash Brothers tournament we did back in 2008. This is Nostalgia Town. I am just having a heavy nostalgia trip. My original speakers. Karate lesson. Huh. All the original videos. I found like at least 12 discs that said gameplay, more gameplay, more gameplay, more gameplay. Because the only way I had to record gameplay was on discs, and I just filled this. I just used every single disc on this spindle to record. And I just started buying more and more of those, and that's how I recorded back in the days, which was expensive. Yeah. This was Nostalgia Town. If you want to chill and let's play some games sometime. Annotation right there if I remember. 10x, I'm Matt Goldsman from Gamerscast in Nostalgia Town. And I'll catch you next time.